What's up, Tricology family, and welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. As today, we're going to be having a movie review, and plus along with news and updates for you guys today. So let's get started with our first piece of news. Is that Top Gun Maverick soars into the best second weekend success ever. And this is for the Ryutas. Sorry if I pronounce the company name, but this is what the article company has stated. Thanks to the positive word of mouth, Raptors review, and premium screens, ticket sales for Top Gun Maverick dropped only 32% from its 160 million debut over the long Memorial Day weekend. It was the smallest second weekend decline for a movie that opened to 100 million or more, according to ComScore. That's an especially impressive benchmark, even for a review movie, because blockbusters like Maverick tends to be a front load and drop at least 50% after opening weekend. By comparison, Spider-Man No Way Home and Marvel's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness each declined 67% is his sophomore outing. So that's great news for Top Gun Maverick. But here's some bad news, and that is no Nivek Kebbell for Screen 6. Says the script doesn't do Sydney justice, and also money wise. And this is what Joe Blog has reported. Has Sidney Prescott's Scream story officially ended? I guess we shall take this with a grain of salt, but Ned Kebbell was present at the Marcia Parada at the Pasadena Convention Center this weekend, and several attendees, and reporting that the actress said she will not be returning for Scream 6. The news came from several attendees that she had posted outline that Kebbell had stated that she will not be involved in the upcoming Scream 6 after reading the script because, according to Kebbell, via the attendees, it did not do Sydney justice. Now, I'm very upset of that because Ned Kebbell as Sidney Prescott is the franchise of Scream, so it kind of sucks. But now we have the two other characters from Scream 5 to look forward to, as they are now the main focus of the franchise going forward. But I don't know how I feel, but we'll just see how Scream 6 does well without Ned Kebbell as Sydney. But going back to some more good news, if this is good news, that the Mandalorian cast says season 3 goes dark and the best one yet. We'll just have to wait and see. So this is what Joe Blood has reported. 3 is even better than the previous ones, Pedro Bacall teases. It is safe to say that you are going to love it. Carl Weathers added that The Mandalorian season 3 will feel fuller and have a lot more health. This is with so much action, but also character. Giancarlo Esposito said that the new episodes will be larger than ever, and it's just the expansion in many ways of the last season. It's a great season that it has great ideas, great teases, and great tips for the future, not to be left out. Kaylin said, who had just a single word when asked to describe the vibe of the third season: dark. Just dark. That's the only thing she said. So this sounds like good news, and I'm definitely excited and hyped up for Mandalorian season 3. But we got other Star Wars series to look after before Mandalorian season 3 comes out in February next year. Now Joaquin Phoenix is officially returning for Joker 2, and this is what Screen Rant has reported. The reveal of the Joker 2 script comes with a number of exciting developments on the sequel, including the return of Phoenix as a title character and co-writer Scott Silver. In addition, the script seamlessly offers a hint of what's to come for the new film, with its subtitle reading "For the Delet." Sorry if I pronounced it wrong, but it roughly translates to "Madness for Two," and is a mental disorder infecting two or more individuals, seemingly hinting that a possibility of multiple Jokers being seen in the film. This concept was recently proposed by William Defoe, who suggested the story see a copycat Joker face off against Phoenixes. So this is going to be very interesting. So I want to see how they gonna move forward with that story. It sounds interesting, but we'll see. Scrubs reunion movie may happen, said the show creator, and this is what IndieWire has reported. I think we all kind of wanted it. Donald Faison says, "We would all love to work together again. It's just really hard. It can't be a full season of a show. It would have to be a movie or something. This dude, Bill Lawrence, is never going to be free again. We're going to do it," Flynn said. To the applause from the Paramount Theater crowd. "We are going to do it because we are lucky enough care," Lawrence said. "If you are lucky enough to be able to work with the people that you love, run into it." The cast and creator were clear that nothing formal is in the works, but we'll see if we get more news on that. But moving on. House of the Dragon improves on George R.R. Martin's writing, says the author, and this is from IndieWire. "I have now watched rough cuts of 9 of the 10 episodes, and I continue to be impressed," Martin writes. "I cannot speak on the special effects, many of which are not in yet, but the look of it is great, and the acting, the directing, and writing on the first rate. And yes, for all you book fans, it is my story. Sure, there are some changes from Fire and Blood. We could not present 3 alternative versions from every major event, not and keep our sanity. But I think Ryan could and his writers made good choices, even some improvements. Personally, I know, being the author, I am allowed to say so. So, and I'm really excited for House of the Dragon, and I hope it turns out really good from all the seasons from Game of Thrones. Deadpool 3. Disney has been very supportive of the R rating writing, and this is from IndieWire. They have been very supportive with regard of that. Reese said of the franchise famously adult sense of humor. Now, when it comes to a particular joke, if we cross the line, maybe we'll hear at some point, maybe not that joke. But I think they have been incredible supportive of what we're doing, because we're obviously we are doing it separately from them for a long time. And I think they have seen the success, and they have their own even greater success. So hopefully it will be a marriage made in heaven. But we are definitely got their support, and this is a great thing to feel. So I just really hope that we get to see the Deadpool 3. Hopefully we get some more positive news coming forward to that. The trailer for Predator prequel Prey arrives online, and this is what they have posted the details regarding to the trailer. The Disney thing did not affect the movie at all in terms of its content. The 10th Cloverfield Lane director told us in a toss about the film's new trailer. That's why I'm excited for this trailer to come out. And for people who are wondering that this is going to be a PG-13 or was it going to be a Disney-made Predator, it was a 20th century movie throughout its entire experience. And then Disney has been awesome in receiving the rents of it. now delivering out of the world, but there is never any mandate from them. I was terrified. I was terrific. Some of the wording we had in the script, and when they read it, I was like, oh no, they are going to freak out over the descriptions and gore and stuff. But no, it's brutal, intense, and a very rated R movie. So yes, I am glad they kept it rated R because that's the what a Predator movie is supposed to be. So, and it is definitely a 20th Century Studios movie, and it's gonna be released on Hulu. So that's a good thing. So yeah, I can't wait for that movie to come out. Lord of the Rings series has all 5 seasons and final shot planned, and this is what Screen Rant has reported. The showrunners for the Lord of the Rings of Power, recently sat down with Empire and explained that season 1 will directly set up season 5, paying detailed that they have mapped out the entire of the story and known that every major plot point throughout the series. We are even know that our final shot of the last episode is going to be. The rights that Amazon would bought were for a 50-hour show. They knew that from the beginning that they were the size of the canals. This was a big story with a clear beginning, middle, and end. There are things that in the first season that they did not pay off until the 5th season. So we all excited for the first season. We just can't wait for it. And then once we watch the first season, now we can kind of figure out what's going to happen next in the second season and moving forward. But this is good news, and we can't wait for that series to come out. And HBO killed J.J. Abrams' show deal, and this is what the Hollywood Reporter has reported. As expected, Dominion, sorry if I pronounced the name, will not be moving forward at HBO. The series has officially been passed over by the premium cable network following the issues surrounding the show's spiraling budget. Sources tell that THR that Abrams made a last-ditch plea to HBO and HBO Max boss. Unanimously, the decision was made to part ways with the series, for which Abrams had sought out a budget north of $200 million by comparison. HBO's upcoming Game of Thrones prequel, House of Dragon, clocked in less than $200 million. Abrams had also stated in direct of the pilot for Dominion, which already changed showrunners since landing on HBO in 2018, following a bidding war with Apple. So I don't know, man. Let's just hope J.J. Abrams' show can get picked up by another company. But we'll see. But that's all of our news today. So let's get into our movie review today, and we will be discussing on Jurassic World, the Dominion, and this is the third of the Jurassic World trilogy, and the 6th film in the Jurassic Park franchise in general. So this once again was directed by Colin Trevor, and this includes the cast of Chris Pratt, Brian Dennis Howard, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, Sam Neill, B.D. Wong, and many others. So let me just say this. I feel like this one is definitely the final film in the Jurassic Park franchise, and the Jurassic World the trilogy. So, but and I will say this as well. It's definitely better than Fallen Kingdom, but it definitely had its flaws in the movie. But I'll say this, but I love the interaction with the old school Jurassic Park crew and the new school Jurassic World crew. So I like the agreement with those characters. But I will say some of the action in the movie kind of felt like Mission Impossible and Transformers. If you guys look at the all the action sequences, but other than that, the action sequences, the dinosaurs and everything else was great. But the first 30 minutes of the movie, I feel like that kind of went slow a bit. And then right after that, then it's finally they quicken up the pace a little bit. I would say some of the other flaws will be some of the subplot points of the movie. So, we all know what the main the base base of the movie is. But it is what it is. But I'll say this, and I also would say this again. But there's the in Jurassic World, they always put out like a new dinosaur for the big T-Rex to face out in the final film. But they always make a new dinosaur. Well, we all see all the old dinosaurs for the previous movie come in. But we always got to get a new dinosaurs in this movie. But yeah, well, we did have that dinosaur fight in the final fight scene, and I also say this, the ending kind of felt rushed as well. By the way it looked, by the way it ended, you could tell two things, like if this is the end, or just by the way it ended. Or is there going to be another one? We don't know. But we'll just have to wait and see what the future holds for the Jurassic part of our franchise. But I think this is the last movie. But who knows? But other than that, I'll give this movie a C+ of a grade. But it wasn't the best, or it wasn't the worst, but it was definitely a popcorn filled out summer movie for this year. But I'll definitely say that. But other than that, guys, that's our episode for today. And if you are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts and opinion. Like the video, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when new episodes are uploaded. And of course, if you're listening on Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts, make sure you follow the podcast. And don't forget to go into the YouTube link in the description below and go post your comments there. And other than that, this is Trico, and I'm signing off. Peace.